You should watch First to Third because of your commitment to excellence,
Drunken debauchery.
athletic achievement,
PBR.
competition,
Women.
money.
Let's go. Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, y'all. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name. He doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard. Whether it's the beat or the mic, he feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know him.
Kickballer, save $20 at customink.com. Check it out.
SFKO 2012 Championship, Meatballs versus JKID. Thanks for the footage, Phil. Leading off, as always, we have MJ. Meatballs lead off.
Now, Chaz, you guys go guy, right?
Yeah. Pretty much load up all the guys at the beginning. And, it seems kind of crazy with Keith pitching because he's underhand, but he's really hard to bunt on, to kick on, because when the way he pitches, it pops up a lot. So it took us actually a couple seasons down in Ultra to actually get, how to bunt on it.
Yet he doesn't look like...
It's got a weird spin on it, the way it comes in.
Who's this catcher? I've never seen him before.
Yeah, me neither.
It's one of the balls deep guys.
This is a big walk. This is a big walk right here. I don't think it ends up meaning much in the game, but...
No, it means nothing. He doesn't... he pops up. He pops up a lot. And Gabe's just a stud at third. So unknown and underrated.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out who that guy was in the first couple innings because we didn't have a chance to watch any of the JKI games until this one.
And popping Kevin up. Kevin's usually pretty good at it. At the very least, just getting it on the ground. You don't see him pop out much.
We've had a lot of issues with them. We played them Ultra Finals, I think, 2 seasons ago. Our last season in Ultra as a full Meatballs team. And he's tough. Keith's tough to pitch against, or to kick against, because, I don't know, he's got some kind of a weird bounce.
Now, something to note when you guys are coming up to bat, before the game we were looking at y'all's roster, and Oakley made a note that the top 7 of your lineup is actually the same that we've seen now at the Circuit Cup and, first thing here. So your comment earlier about not adding anybody to the list, you guys aren't even moving people around, you're keeping the same lineup.
Yeah, everyone knows what to do. That's the thing about this team, is that our team is everyone knows their role, everyone knows what to do.
Leading off with a pop out is Josh Martin, pitcher of JKID. He's a tough bunter, and Meatballs are lucky to make an easy out right there.
Josh, former balls deep guy, part of this merger with the JKI group.
Dan Cullen with a nice bunt. He's the catcher for JKID.
Not many people get on when they kick the flater, guys.
No.
No, not at all.
Lucky about that one. Now, McCain, I love this guy. Another former balls deep guy.
See, this is what I was talking about earlier. I mean, even on a broken play, it's better just to stay at second.
Yeah.
Right, I was going to say, why did they... That's just going for the...
You're playing the Meatballs, you got to take that risk, right?
Wait.
I don't think you do. I think that's why people lose to the Meatballs, is because they think they have to overplay, and they do things like try to go first to third, when really they were in a great situation.
They were in a great spot there, first and second with 1 out. I mean, that's a gigantic help for us right there.
Right.
And now we walk Keith, who can kick bombs. I mean, I know he wasn't happy about it, but
I heard
so sad.
A legend that he kicked 5 home runs on Saturday.
What, on Saturday? Oh, I have no clue about that.
Yeah.
Well, I just started the rumor.
Oh, okay.
Good kick.
Look at this throw right here.
This is ridiculous.
On the money, and an outstanding play by DP to make the tag. This is great position. DP's in an excellent spot to make that play. Flater real heads up to get the ball from the outfield and turn around and make that throw.
And thanks to Kirk.
Did he have stayed at third, or did he have to go?
He didn't have to go.
I mean, they were just pushing it there to try and get in. But I mean, if he scores that run there, it's actually a different game.
Now we have Josh kicking. Josh Martin is at the mound now, switching things up.
Yeah, I wasn't happy about that kick.
I noticed kind of a difference with the catchers. The JKI guy stays close, where Meatball's guy kind of has more of a running start. Is that just preference, or is one way better than the other?
It's all the catcher's preference. I mean, Dave out of nowhere became a stud catcher. He really didn't catch until we were in Austin actually, and because Toons got sick and couldn't play, he caught that, and he's been catching a little bit in Ultra again. Good reason why we split the team into two. He has more time to play.
What a catch!
Phenomenal catch.
Catch right here. Who's that in left field?
Is that
That's I think that's Eric.
Eric.
Is that Eric? Yeah.
Eric. He came out of nowhere on that play. I thought sure that ball was dropping in.
Yep. Now Nick Glaub, who just got out, he's another really underrated player. I think he's one of the best offensive players in the circuit.
Yeah.
Pretty.
The best thing about our team is the fact that a lot of times they'll walk me, and I'll either have Nick or Toons behind me, and they're actually better kickers than I am because they can place the ball better than me.
Warley Leroy.
Always a threat. This is an incredible throw and an incredible stretch to make out.
I can't do that.
This is just awesome.
John Simon has no beanbag.
I was about to say, I don't know how
Big
to make
stretchy thing down there.
That is an intimidating play. Pinned in the corner, makes the throw, the incredible stretch to get the out. That's a nice
You
kickball
guys
right there.
baseball background or what?
Yeah, Simon used to play baseball.
All right, cool. I was just checking.
Yeah.
So we still have a 0-0 game here.
Sick
0-0
pitch.
with Kibbles up.
Was that kind of what you expected going in? I mean, I know you expect to win, but were you expecting it to be this close?
We expected it to be a 1-0, 2-1 game. It's kind of what we expected to have. And kind of at this point, we expected it to be 1-0 us.
Okay.
We expect to score in the first inning with the top of our lineup every time.
Now we got Mauricio up at bat, right? Hard to tell.
No,
No.
I don't think so. Hang on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I think.
Yeah, that's Mauricio.
Yeah.
That's Mo.
He's got a big foot on him.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
can
we've
box him
actually-
straight back.
We've intentionally walked him a few times when he used to play for playing JKI. Now going back, I think he kicked a bomb back in TKO 1 to beat Hey Whoa in the finals.
No, he didn't. That was. I can't remember who it was. Maybe it was him. Maybe it was. Over Mikey's head?
Yeah, in center.
Yeah. That was a bomb.
What's the
I
count?
mean, I really liked how they had the lines painted.
Yeah.
I think that was awesome.
Really awesome to have the lines painted both up first and third and the encroachment line.
Yeah, the encroachment line, at least for us down here, is always there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's always there.
Yeah, a lot of parks allow you, like, for the Tradewinds Park, they allowed them to go in, spray paint it all, and, the event managers actually, had people out there the day before painting, so they did a really good job.
Yeah.
Now, Chaz, how does this pitcher switch every inning feel to you guys? Does it whack you out a little bit?
No,
That looks like an out.
That looked like an out to me.
Safe.
Call it safe. Call it safe.
They said it was off the bag.
It was a hell of a play, though.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Tough call. I don't know. You couldn't see his foot, so.
Chaz,
I don't
what were you
think
saying?
I don't think the pitching change really messes with us at all. Because, again, here's a team we play all the time. So, we're kind of used to both of them.
I hear you.
Easy greasy.
Plater popping out. Grown man bunt by Jimmy Beans.
Oh, the dive into first?
Grown man bunt. That was a nice play.
Jimmy Beans is still an underrated stud. There's no doubt about it.
He's my
He's a hell of a
dad.
player, man. Has
Your
always
dad?
has been.
Jimmy and Jess are my parents.
What's up, Matt Kelly?
Happy belated birthday, Matt Kelly.
Did he just wave to the camera?
He did.
He winked at it.
Hey, he knows how to play to the camera. He knows what he's doing. He's got the hair.
Now, we have a girl up. Is this Jordan?
Audra.
Audra.
This is her first circuit event ever. She's a pure rookie.
Well,
Right?
yeah, okay. Yeah, because Austin was in circuit last year.
Yeah.
She's going to
She
be
came up through Ultra.
she's going to be amazing. She will be one of the best girls in the nation. There's no doubt. She's so coachable. She wants to get better. She wants to learn. I mean, and that was the camera angle doesn't make it that well, but that was a hell of a kick right there.
You know, that's
Yeah,
one of
it's
those
really
kicks that's, you know, resulted in an out, like, you know, 1 or 2 feet either way, and that's a base hit.
And
It's
nine times out of 10, she gets that ball in the outfield.
Right. You do that every time, you'll be successful.
And
Yeah.
didn't she have that diving catch against OSC? Did she play right field?
Yes.
I think she's the one that had that diving catch we all thought was just right over first base, and she dove and caught that.
Yeah, it was either her or Jordan. I don't remember which one was out there, but yeah, she's good. She's going to be a stud also. Now, I know Fully Loaded likes to say they have the best girls in the country, but that's because they like to talk out of their asses.
Yeah, the New York Shower Hens have the best girls in the country. But
OSC.
Well, you had that girl with the cast on her arm last year in Vegas.
Yes, we do. Chelsea. She's a stud. She doesn't have a cast on her arm anymore.
That was freaking amazing.
Yeah.
That catch she had in that semifinal game.
Dude, she's a monster, man. She's with that cast on, she was sliding into base all day. It was making me, I couldn't even, it was painful to watch, but she was brutal. So, leading off that inning, we had John Simon followed by Natalie.
And here's Gabe.
And here's
They
Gabe.
seem to mix their girls in. Because they didn't go girl, girl, girl.
No, they put Jen and then they put Simon.
And then another girl, I think.
Nice poke right there.
Natalie. That was just Gabe, right?
Yeah.
That was
Yeah. And then they do Mindy, Annette, and Sean. So
That was my unexpected roommate most of the weekend.
you had a couple roommates over the
How'd that
weekend.
feel? I mean, how'd that work out?
It felt great. It always feels great. For some reason, Sean and I end up sleeping within arm's reach of each other every tournament. I don't know if that's weird, but
So folks are always asking us.
It's only weird if you think it's weird.
Folks are always asking us how many players do you play when you get to single limb, and we noticed Meatballs have got 16 on the roster. And JKI had 14. Typical.
Yeah, 16's our number.
Yeah. I think that's most people.
Leading off the inning.
I think it's funny how the game changes. Remember when everyone played 10?
You mean 11 and 12 with one backup?
Yeah.
At bat with one out is Jordan, the shortstop. Rookie Meatball I picked up from the Beach Slappers last year. I have some nice little notes here from Coach Kevin.
Coach Kevin.
Coach Kevin.
Nice touch. Jordan's got a nice touch.
There's that ball that hit her in the head.
She's called safe here. She's called safe here. This is a big time. This is a big time play.
Yeah.
She's fast as hell.
She's good. She's going to be another stud.
What's the discussion about? Hit her in the head.
It hit her. But didn't it go through the first baseman's hands?
But it still hit her in the head.
Yeah.
She wasn't diving or sliding, so I can't hit her in the head. But this is a big time.
Good job by the referees to get together.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, I will say this. We had Simmons as our head ref all day, and there's some history between Simmons and the Meatballs that goes back years.
Young guy.
But he was great all day.
Now this is Jarrett, an original old school Meatball at the turnover position. Now, this is good coaching right here.
Exactly my point.
Jordan gets sent. She's out. Jarrett flies out. The Meatballs start with the top of their order.
We start at the top of the lineup next inning.
That's heads up kickball.
You know
Genius.
what, you guys? You're a move ahead of everyone. You just checkmated right there.
You know what it is? It's preparation. It's knowing what you're going to do in every situation. It's having thought about it beforehand.
So who's up?
If there's any situation that's possible in kickball, Matt and Kevin have thought about it and have an answer for it, which is one of the reasons why you guys will never beat us.
I'm gonna make you eat your words.
Watch out for that sniper, DC.
Oh man, I'll never live that one down.
That was great. I think we mercy ruled you guys that game, so that was made it even more great.
Ooh,
I wasn't
God,
there.
that was hard to watch. Bottom four,
Sean.
Annette getting out. Sean Martin
What was that?
up at the turnover
That
position.
was a
That's a
double
foul out right here.
Yep.
And then bringing up pitcher and leadoff Josh Martin with 2 outs. Again, the Meatballs, through coaching and tactics, find themselves in a superior situation to JKI going into the second pass through the order.
Nice catch.
Nice poke, right? That was actually a deep kick.
Yeah,
If you can get their leadoff guy to make the last out, that's gigantic.
that's huge. All right, so top of the 5th.
Can MJ get out twice? First time in history.
He will not.
He will not.
Unnecessary dive.
Yeah, it's Florida.
No,
You know
there's
what?
no such thing as an unnecessary dive. You go for
Not
it.
with
No,
MJ.
you
Not
don't.
with MJ. When MJ head first slides into first base, no matter what part of the game it is, the whole team gets pumped up for it.
And in kickball, a lot of times, considering that an off-target throw can be a peg, you know, if it's a big-time at bat and you really got to get on.
Well, the other thing too is, and MJ will argue this every day. It's a scientific fact that when you slide, it slows you down.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
MJ will argue, so he's blue in the face, that it does not slow him down. It makes him get there quicker.
It's one thing to slide. It's another thing to dive. It's one thing to have your chest make contact with the ground and slide into the base. It's another thing to dive and have your hands touch the base. Again, it doesn't. I don't think it really matters that much over the short of a distance.
It
I think-
confuses the ref. That's
What?
It works to the advantage of the runner, I think.
Yeah, because it gives the appearance that you're there faster.
All right, here comes a big play right here.
That was.
Oh, what? He came off the bat?
Yeah, his foot was.
Pulls his foot.
I called it off. I think I was standing right over on first base line. I agree
And the
with.
play before that, the ball was fouled, and they got the guy out, and there was discussion. So that was
Well,
just
there's
kind
a
of a
gray
big.
area. Isn't there a gray area?
No.
Dave had, they called double hit on him. The ref at third, well, John called him a double hit. So Dave came back, and I gave him that second opportunity. He took advantage of it.
Now, this I feel is facing the top of any order. I think this is the crucial at bat.
Yeah,
I think
you
the
gotta
number
get him
3
over.
guy is the crucial at bat. If you can get this guy out without allowing the runners to advance, you can get out of what seems to be a problematic inning, no problem. If you walk him,
Smart.
no, you don't. I mean,
No,
Yeah,
that's
smart.
you're hosed.
Smart
Yeah,
back.
I mean, if you can foul out or pop out the number 3 guy, that changes the whole dynamic of an inning.
Yeah.
no, getting the leadoff guy out changes it too. But it's,
Right.
you know, it's the same scenario behind it.
Right. But it's the 3 spot is every bit as important.
It's a great kick.
Played a second. Where'd it go? What happened there?
No.
Boom, boom.
It was just well placed.
But they didn't put the ball anywhere. They didn't even get it out.
This right here may be my favorite kickball bat ever.
Wow.
It is the first time I've ever
What did
kicked
that
a ball.
Yeah, what did Matt just tell you?
He told me meatball kickball, and I know exactly what that meant, which meant get the guys over.
I like you have your own lingo and language too.
That was that good.
Well,
No, right here I get this.
That's exactly it right here. You know what? A lot of teams are going to make the wrong decision here and freeze that guy at second, trying to go deep, but
That's
not
what-
meatballs. You move the guys over and then get the runs. That's good kickball right there.
Yep.
You know, I watch a lot of games, and you see a lot of situations with runners on first and second, and people try to go for it, and you end up freezing the guy at second because you pop out to the center fielder.
Yep.
Where nobody goes anyway.
there goes Warley ruining. Who was that?
That's Nick.
Yeah, next up.
Ruining the game.
So some of y'all put. Ooh, nice dive. Some of y'all have played Flying V before. Is it Joe who's their pitcher that throws underhand?
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
Joe and Keith, is that Keith pitching for JKI?
This is Keith in the same game.
Do they throw the same? I've never kicked against either one of them.
Now, I think Keith has more wicked spin on it than Joe does.
Joe comes like for real underhand with it. Like Keith's almost like a submarine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost, I don't want to say 3/4 sidearm, but it's maybe a third because he comes so low. But and he's low, but not all the way down low like Joe is, and he just got wicked spin on his ball. Again, bunting off of him, if you're not used to it, it's tough. You'll pop up a lot.
Gotcha. Alright, so
we have a 3-0 lead blown open right now. And
I think it's 4.
yeah, I think it's 4 at this point.
4 now.
I think it's 4 at this point. And Robert Flater steps in with his shin sleeve to try and make it 5.
Tell you what, though, this is the kind of thing that happens when you're playing the meatballs. They get their top 2 guys on, and things just start to fall apart.
Yep.
People start making mistakes, start trying to force things.
Yep.
And now we got a 4-0 game, right?
4-0 game. Bottom 5.
So who's up now? Is this their catcher or charger?
Nick Colin, the catcher. Guy's got wheels for days.
I like how he's got his stance.
Yeah, it's interesting. He doesn't do the run up at all. He just stands there. And
You know what he does, though? He goes after inside pitches. I guess he's fast enough that he can take that step away from first and still get on, but
Yeah.
Yeah, the inside pitches are harder to get up.
they're harder to... The inside pitches, for me, I find you run the risk more of popping up, and also you take a step away from first base. And a lot of times the difference between getting on and not getting on is...
That, a lot of times, will be 2 or 3 steps in front of home plate, and you almost have to make a right turn
Right.
to go to first.
I look for him. I look for that pitch off the front right corner of the plate.
hey, isn't there, correct me here, OSCers, doesn't Beal do something where he runs towards third for a liner and then makes a complete right turn?
I don't think I've ever watched him do that. I know he's...
No, he doesn't go towards third. I think he's running like straight to first.
Yeah, he runs straight to first and clips
He
it.
lines up by the third.
Who's the catcher?
Joe. Or Bill.
Oh, Joe does that. Doesn't Joe do
Yeah,
that?
well, Joe's a lefty.
Yeah, Joe's a lefty, so he can do that.
Yeah, I mixed those 2 guys up there. Headed to the last inning. Clinging to a 4-0 lead.
Got to build that drama.
That was just too easy.
Jimmy Bean's making it out.
You didn't make too many of those on Saturday.
I'm proud.
Believe it.
All right, so.
Boom.
That Kelly with a nice poke.
Lefty, 2 outs.
Comes Audra with their rainbows and puppy dogs.
So, Chaz, did you guys use the sub rule at all?
Yes.
How so?
I don't think we used it in this game. I know Kevin used it. Deja Vu game. He definitely used it Flying V in the OSC game.
Was it?
I thought that you guys subbed against us.
Yeah.
We used it once.
I don't understand the whole rule, but obviously Kevin does, and him and Matt. I mean, they used it, perfectly. There was actually one time they put TK in at second base, and thank God she's so tall because there was a line drive that no one would have gotten in one game where she just snatched it.
Now that one caused a lot of people to scream.
Tensions
That was
are running
Eric.
high.
That was Eric, correct?
Yeah, I
And
think
this
that
is
was.
Brian Kibler.
Look at this guy!
One-handed palm throw to first.
One-handed
Now here's an example of the sub rule. We're going to see Josh Connor come in
Now,
as a
in my opinion, I don't know why Simon didn't have Connor playing the whole game.
Connor's sick.
He's a good bunter and he's fast.
Must have had an off day.
on offense.
Maybe. I mean, obviously there was a reason, but I mean, there he goes.
I mean, maybe just this. I mean, just being in this kind of tactical situation, he wanted to hold an
Maybe
athlete in
use
reserve.
his speed.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Now here we are, 2
The
outs.
last out, or the last kicker.
This is it.
Mm-hmm.
That's pressure.
Yeah.
Who is up right now?
MJ's gonna make this exciting.
Yeah.
You guys don't even get excited anymore. It's like, oh, we won. Well,
We're excited.
Well, at this point, it's got to be like relief.
You look like the Yankees winning the
We
World
talk
Series.
so much shit. It'd be so embarrassing if we didn't win.
I guess I was gonna say, what were you thinking going to that last, the bottom of that inning?
After we scored 1 run in the 5th, I thought to myself, this game's over.
Okay.
You broke 'em?
That's kind of my question. Are you guys, once you score, you're done?
Well, we don't. It's not something that's said out loud.
Right.
I mean, that's what goes through my head. We score, 1 or 2 runs, like in a game like this. We knew it was going to be a 1-0, 2-1 game. So, if that run comes in, it's huge. And then run 2 comes in, it's like, you can relax. Because you still got a run to give up where it's not going to hurt you.
Right.
So, Chaz, how is BK recovering? Is he going to come back to kickball?
Yeah, he's got it, 6 to 8 weeks. He's just got to rest up and see what happens. I mean, his discs are pretty bad to the point where if he kept going, he could end up, in a really, never doing anything again. So he's got to do what he's got to do and rest it and rehab it, and hopefully he'll be back. I mean,
man, he's a young guy. He's got to get right. He's got a long athletic career ahead of him.
It was tough for him. I know it was to hang. I mean, he hung out all day long with us, not being able to play. And I give props to him because knowing me as competitive as I am, I play all pool play and then elimination round. My job is just to kick runs in. It's hard for me to sit and watch. So for him all day not to be able to do anything was tough.
Yeah, he's one of the best catchers in the game and just a great player. And
Absolutely. And here's where we had to cut Simon off. I thought he was going to start crying a little bit, do a little swelled up. As Nick smoking a cigarette.
Of course he is. He's a meatball. He's gonna light up.
Crazy.
Well, Chaz, we appreciate you having you on the show to walk us through some game film. Again, congrats on the South Florida Kickball Open.
Thank you. My pleasure. I had a blast. Remember, Russell Marks, go buy your T-shirts.
I'll remember.
Down on it. Hey, and big thanks to Phil for taking this footage and Kirk for the great job editing it. You guys did some of the best video work we've seen in a tournament yet.
Tremendous.
And John Simon, good job. Another great tournament. And the whole SFKO crew.
And I got to say, this probably was, I don't know if you guys agree or not, one of the smoothest running tournaments we've had as far as downtime in between games, downtime between pool play and elimination round. It really, really, really ran smooth.
Yeah, Kirk and Jared both did a great job with the tournament. It was great.
Yeah, it was
We'll
great.
see some of you in Austin, and Chaz, we'll see you in DC, I guess.
Definitely see me in DC. Absolutely.
Looking for you.
All right, you keep looking. I'm right here.
All right, thanks again, Chaz. Have a good
All
night.
right, no problem. Thanks.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Tyler, welcome to the podcast.
Afternoon.
That's your big moment? That's what you have to say.
Good afternoon.
That's the best you got? All I'm saying.
Adam, relieve some pressure.
Oh, sorry.
Can we play the phone game right now? Yeah, you gotta ask me some questions or something.
So, Tyler.
Here, let me see the video. I know some questions to ask.
Oh, it's good. Yeah, it's the
Tyler, how did you feel being kidnapped last night? Were you scared for your life?
I really don't remember, so.
So it's really not a kidnapping, okay?
I remember.
Tyler,
Yes?
how do you feel being called the new Trey? What do you have to say to the old Trey McClone?
I'd rather call myself as the Tyler rather than the new Trey. Yeah.
There's